3 months. 3 months ago, I had all my teeth pulled. Did 20 or so videos about it in the first few weeks of the experience. And now we're 3 months out, and I thought I'd talk about where things stand for those who've going through this or plan to go through this. It is survivable, folks. You notice you don't pronounce things as well without your teeth. But I'm getting ready to show you my teeth. Here we go. These are my lowers. There we are. Just pop them in. There's the lowers. Here's the uppers. See? Life goes on with or without teeth. All right, here we go. I did a bunch of videos on the day that I got my teeth extracted, even 20 minutes or so after they were extracted, and I was in the operating room. I did a video. You can see all those. They're in the playlist. So I go point by point. So now I'll talk about what it's like now. And at 3 months out, I can tell my gums and my bones have pretty much, although I think there's some more time to go as they reform, as they say, get used to not having, the gums get used to not having to support teeth, so they recede. The bones also get shrink a little bit because of that. And I got temporary dentures that they put in the day of the extraction. And I go through it in all the earlier videos about that experience and that transition. It took a little while. Now what's happening is they don't fit quite as well, but well enough. And then you get this stuff that you have, you've seen it, you've seen it, probably your grandparents or whatever. You get some of this stuff. I only use this paste, or what do they call it? Adhesive, when I go out to dinner or something, just because I don't want them falling out in front of my dinner guests. That'd be kind of weird. But for the most part, they fit fine. Now, the pain issue. Sometimes your gums get a little irritated in some spots. So then I use, I've got a little gel here. I'm not advocating certain brands, by the way. Nobody's paying me. This one I like. I've used when there's a sore spot on the gums. And as you can see, or hear, I'm still getting used to, pronouncing some words. I find the sound that's the hardest still is S's. I don't know why that is. Let's talk about eating. Okay, I can eat most everything. Now, one thing I've noticed is anything nuts, even chocolate that's got little bits of nuts in it, that will get underneath. If you don't have the adhesive in, that will get underneath them and irritate the gums a little bit. So that's I never ate much of those anyway. But as far as chomping on steaks, I can do that. I can eat ribs. I can eat chicken. You just have to learn a different way of eating. And taste buds. Let's talk about that. Let me start with the upside. One thing I learned, because my gums were in such bad shape before doing this, my taste buds work better now. Now that the gums have gotten rid of all that infection and whatever else was going on, the taste buds are much more, I can taste food better now, more. So that's one thing. Now, the other thing is that because you got this big, this big plate up here, the plate, those taste buds up there, well, they're not playing. they're not coming to the party because you got them covered up. But the good news is you have the least taste buds up there as anywhere else. The most all of your taste buds are in your tongue. And you don't lose that, thankfully, when they take your teeth out. So you learn to roll your food around your mouth a little bit and get the taste on the sides and on the tongue. You get used to that pretty well. And biting into things is a little weird because they don't make these real sharp. I guess otherwise you'd bite your tongue off. So they don't. They're not as efficient at cutting things when you bite into something. So you have to kind of get it in the back of your mouth to do that. Overall, it's just a matter of adjustment. At the end of the day, it's like putting a pickup truck in your mouth. There's just no getting around that. That's what it is. And but like most things in life, you get used to it over time. It's been 3 months, and I'm satisfied. I know I had to do it, and so what? I just get used to it. That's how it goes. So if you want to learn more and go through the process with me in the beginning, I've got videos on my playlist you can watch. And I take you play by play on what it was like. And of course, in comments, anything you want to ask or share your own experience, I'm eager to see that. Otherwise, if you don't have dentures yet and are thinking about it, I hope you consider all the alternatives, but listen to some of what I've said and maybe it'll help.